The stage is set. Time has come. Let the show begin. Lights, camera, action. Today, Creative Krishna and Mesmerizing Nandini warmly welcome you to the Best Wishes Ceremony 2024-25. A very good morning to our esteemed chief guest, former Assistant Commissioner, Tribal Development, Government of Gujarat, UK, Mr. Parth Patel, Campus Director Prakash Sir, CBSE Principal Reena Ma'am, GSEB Principal Toral Ma'am, Play Center Headmistress Ketki Ma'am, Higher Secondary Coordinator Nivedita Ma'am, lovely teachers and my dear dynamic senior friends. As we gather for this special Best Wishes ceremony, it's our privilege to acknowledge and welcome the visionaries behind our school's remarkable journey. Our respected Managing Trustee, Sharda. As we gather for this special Best Wishes ceremony, it's our privilege to acknowledge and welcome the visionaries behind our school's remarkable journey. Our respected Managing Trustee, Sharda, and Principal Trustee, Pramesh Ma'am. Though they are unable to join us in person, we are delighted to have them connected with us virtually through a WhatsApp call. School life. School life is more than just academics. It's the foundation of who we are. It's where friendships are built, talents are discovered, and values are instilled. It's a journey filled with lessons, some from textbooks and many from experiences. Each assembly, each competition, each celebration has shaped the confident individuals that we see today. It is our tradition to seek the blessings of our Supreme Creators before embarking on any journey, a meaningful gesture to express gratitude, seek guidance and gain strength for the journey ahead. So, let us take this moment to pause, reflect, and invite the Almighty's blessings into our midst. Now, let us immerse ourselves in the divine with a heartfelt prayer dance. It's my privilege to invite Babita Mondal, a talented student of Class 12 Commerce, to grace the stage. Babita has brought immense pride to MBB school by representing us at the national level in Kala Utsav at Delhi. Please join me in welcoming her with a warm round of applause as she presents a beautiful offering to us.
खुलेगी चमकेगा तारा।
Elegant performance. Now I request our higher secondary coordinator Nivedita ma'am for a welcome address. Please.
Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. A warm welcome to our guest of honor today, Mr. Parth Patel, who is virtually connected with us from United Kingdom. Chief guest, Mr. Akshay Zare, our Managing Trustee, respected Shah sir, and Principal Trustee, Pramesh ma'am, who are also virtually connected with us today. Our Campus Director, Prakash sir, CBSE Principal Reena ma'am, JSB Principal Toral ma'am, my senior mentor, Saroj ma'am, Higher Secondary Play Center Headmistress Kirti ma'am, all teacher friends and dear students. First of all, I would take this opportunity to congratulate all of you for have completed one very crucial and a vital step of our lives today. That is, you have completed the schooling days and you are at a very critical juncture where you are stepping towards a new beginning. So we don't call this day as farewell, we call it as best wishes, that is a new beginning. So to celebrate this new beginning, today we have all assembled here. A very warm welcome to all of you, and I expect your upcoming journey is going to be as interesting, happening, successful, and it's going to take you all to your destinations which you all deserve. There's no looking back, no bitter memories, no bad thoughts. Let us all look forward and enjoy our journey forward. Wishing you a warm welcome from the core of my heart, from behalf of all members of Amity Parivar, that you will have a great journey ahead. Welcome once again. Thank you.
Who has been a part of Amity has always left a trail of excellence and inspired many. To introduce one such remarkable alumnus, our guest of honor, Mr. Parth Patel, I invite Vaishnavi Tiwari of Class 11 Science GSB. Please, Vaishnavi.
A very good morning to our honorable chief guest, Mr. Akshay Zare, guest of honor, Mr. Parth Patel, dignitaries present on the dais, teachers, and all my dear friends. Today, I, Vaishnavi Tiwari of Class 11 GB, feel extremely elated to introduce the guest of honor, Mr. Parth Patel, a senior consultant, banking and financial services UK, and an accomplished alumnus of Amity School, Bharuch. Parth sir has completed his 10th and 12th from Amity School in the year 2005 and 2007 respectively, achieving top positions in both and earning a remarkable 10th rank in the entire Bharuch district in his 12th grade. His academic excellence was evident from the very beginning of his schooling, and this had laid the foundation towards his illustrious journey ahead. He pursued a bachelor's degree in computer science at the prestigious Faculty of Technology and Engineering near my university. After graduating, Parth sir embarked on his professional journey as a derivatives trader in the financial stock markets, where he honed his analytical skills over 2 years. In 2014, sir was selected for the postgraduate diploma in management program at the Indian Institute of Management, Kozhikode, Kerala, one of the top business schools in India. He graduated in 2016 and has since been a part of Cognizant Consulting for the past 8 years, currently serving as a senior consultant. Parth sir has worked with numerous global clients, including including leading banks and financial institutions. His expertise lies in conducting complex analysis and delivering innovative solutions for technological implementations, product integrations, and digital transformations. Beyond his professional accomplishments, Parth sir is a family man who loves to cherish time with his wife and 7-year-old son. He is also a passionate mid-distance runner and regularly participates in runs ranging from 5 km to 15 km. His commitment to health, fitness, and staying up to date about the latest trends in technology and strategy reflects his discipline and forward-thinking personality. His journey from the classrooms of MIT School to achieving remarkable milestones in his professional and personal life is truly stimulating. So today, I want you all to join me to welcome Mr. Parth Patel back to his school through a virtual platform. So let us warmly welcome Mr. Parth Patel with a big round of applause.
Thank you, Vaishnavi.
Success. Success is not just about reaching the destination, but leaving a legacy to inspire others to follow. It's really a great honor and privilege to have another ex-MITian who holds a special place in our hearts. From walking these very corridors as students and now standing tall as a distinguished personality, his journey has been truly inspiring. So, to introduce our respected chief guest, Mr. Akshay Zare, I humbly request Nishika Sharda of Class 11th Commerce.
सच करने की जो ठान लेते हैं वो मुश्किलों में सही रास्तों को पहचान लेते हैं. A very good morning to our respected chief guest, Mr. Akshay R. Zare, guest of honor, Mr. Parth Patel, dignitaries present on the dais, teachers, and all my dear friends. I, Nishika Sharda, feel extremely privileged to introduce an indomitable personality, a proud alumnus of MIT School, and our distinguished chief guest for today's function, Mr. Akshay R. Zare. Akshay sir began his academic journey right here at MIT School, Bharuch, where he studied from 1994 to 2009. During his time here, he consistently excelled, achieving 93.38% in the 10th board exam in 2007, earning the 5th rank in Bharuch district and later securing 87.4% in the science stream in 2009 during his 12th standard. Sir's achievements were not limited to academics. He was truly versatile, participating in national and state level science fairs and representing his district in Kho-Kho and volleyball competition during his school years. He went on to pursue instrumentation and control engineering at Dharam Singh Desai University, Nadyad from 2009 to 2013 and graduating with first class distinction. After his graduation, he began his professional career as a dairy project engineer at ITMC Limited, Anand. In 2013, a role he secured through campus recruitment. In 2014, Sir shifted his focus to academics, becoming a lecturer in instrumentation and control engineering at the Government Polytechnic, Gandhinagar. Over the next 10 years until 2022, he mentored countless students, contributed to curriculum development, and established himself as a passionate and dedicated educator. Michael Jordan once said, "Some people want it to happen, some wish it would happen, and others make it happen." This truly reflects Akshay sir's approach to life. Once he sets his mind to something, there's no turning back. In 2022, after 6 years of unwavering dedication and sincere effort, he achieved an impressive rank 13 in the Gujarat Public Service Commission GPSC examination, securing the prestigious position of a Grade 1 officer as Assistant Commissioner of Tribal Development in Nagaur. During his impactful tenure of 22 months, he spearheaded transformation, developmental projects, and tribal welfare initiatives. Under his leadership, key schemes for Ashram Salas and Adarsh Nivasi Salas were effectively implemented, significantly improving the educational and living condition of tribals. His journey in public service exemplifies a determination, excellence, and a deep commitment to societal progress. In 2024, Akshay sir returned to his passion for teaching as a lecturer at the Government Polytechnic, Gaya, where he continues to share his vast knowledge and inspire young minds. Sir also reached the UPSC Civil Services interview stage in 2017 and remains steadfast in his preparation for UPSC with Gujarati literature as his optional subject. So, we believe and pray that you achieve this milestone very soon. Today, we are truly honored to welcome back one of Amity School's brightest star, Akshay Sir, as the chief guest for this special occasion. His remarkable journey from Amity School to academia, public service and beyond is a beacon of inspiration for all of us. So, to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to Akshay Sir, I now request CBSE's principal, Reena Ma'am, to do the honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
जब राही गए इस राह से उनका पता क्या,
पर गए कुछ लोग इस पर छोड़ पैरों के निशान।
बिखरी हुई खुशबू उनकी आज भी बसती है यहाँ,
जैसे हर दीवार बताती हो उनकी कोई कहानी।
आप कल भी हमारे लिए प्रेरणा थे।
आप आज भी हमारे लिए प्रेरणा है।
Now, I would request our guest of honor, Mr. Parth Patel, to address the gathering. Please, sir.
See me giving the speech for my 12th standard, and I could appreciate the excitement, but more so the anxiety of your board exams and the challenges and the difficulties that lie ahead for each and every one of you. But that said, I'm here to assure you that it is important and everyone should be focused and be very determined to do the very best in those exams. And from my experience, I will say every mark counts. So try your very best in the next few months and get as much a good result as you can. And if you work hard, the outcomes would be in your favor. When I was preparing for this address, although it's a great privilege to address the young minds, it's also a great challenge, because unlike in my times, today, you know everything there is to know about via internet. I was in a dilemma on what to say, because on one hand, I was considering giving an inside story about my experience in Nirma and I am Kozhikode. But then, what is there to say about them? Internet and online platforms have already documented what those colleges are, how was the life in those colleges, what's the campuses like. And the other challenge was that no matter how much I wish, only a few are going to be getting a position or admissions into those premier institutes, and that information would not be really useful to the vast majority of the people in this room. On the other hand, I was considering, shall I boil down my learnings over the last 10-15 years into some key insights and give you a view on what fundamental strengths or skills that you might need in order to survive and thrive in your lives. Now again, this option came with its challenges, which is, like I'm competing with the motivational speakers on the internet and Instagram, and I needed to be very precise in what I'm going to say in order to compete them and give you a good message, which you might not find on the internet. After a careful thought, I decided let's go with option 2. And the reason for choosing option 2 is I want each and every one of you to improve your life and your academic abilities by a few percentage at least. And with that, what I'm going to do in the next 15 minutes is share a quick overview on what I'm doing, give you 3 key insights or 3 key strengths that each and every one of you should work on. And then I will conclude by briefly talking about my biggest achievement. But before we get into the details, I have a few questions along the discussion, and I would appreciate if each and every one of you participate and respond to those questions as and when I ask them. They're simple yes no questions, so let's try and make this as interactive as possible. And let's get started. Right. Before we jump in, Jyoti ma'am, Prakash, are we looking good in terms of audio and video feed? Excellent. Let's jump into the content that I have put together for today's discussion. Now, before we go into those key insights and the key strengths I want to speak about, let's start quickly with what I'm currently doing. Now, you might have guessed from the short introduction, and thanks for that, putting together the introduction. My job, in a nutshell, is to help global banks and financial institutes solve their technology problems. And the way we go about doing this is, first of all, we need to define what the problem is. A lot of times, the key challenge is defining what is it that they want to solve, or what is it that we are calling a problem. And we spend a few weeks to defining what the problem is. Once we have defined the problem, we look at what is called a feasibility assessment, where we see, based on what the problem is, what is the gap we need to fulfill in order to solve that problem. The third step is actually defining how to solve the problem, which is, this is where we go into absolute depths of what software needs to change. Do we need to buy more software? Do we need to write a new piece of code? Do we need to change some of our existing systems, etc., etc.? And this is where we spend most of our time defining what the solution is going to look like. Does it fit within the existing technology setup, etc.? And the fourth bit is, once we define what needs to be built, we pass on this information to our development team, who then is responsible for writing the software and then testing it and then making it live. Now, keep in mind that whatever I do is going to impact hundreds and thousands of customers, and if you look at the transactional value, some of the times the values could go into millions and millions. Now, with these 4 steps, my role is to go and work with a new client every 6 to 12 months, go through all these 4 steps, and try and solve a different problem every year. The first question I have for this batch is, what degree do you think allows you to be good at this role? Any guesses? Jennifer, please feel free to share the responses if possible. Right. From my point of view, there is no specific degree which you can pursue to justify this role. It is the bits and pieces that you learn along your career which groom you for such. The core skills needed for this role, and I would say for most analytical roles, is problem solving, critical thinking, your strong communication skills, and understanding the human behavior. I think these are the key bits. If you learn, you can excel and succeed in a similar role. The reason I took this long-winded path is to provide you a very key insight, which I have learned along the last 15 days, which is the shelf life of a career, which used to be like 30-35 years in 1980s and 1990s, has gone down to 10 to 15 years. And what I mean by that is, if you learn a skill, if you learn a trade, you can build a career of 15 years using that skill, but either the skill or the role itself becomes irrelevant in 15 years' time. And as we move to a digital age with AI, the life of a role is shrinking, which means learning one thing or learning one skill will not help you sustain a career of 30-35 years. An example is, look at the role of the teacher today. They are not only competing with other teachers in their local markets, but they're competing with digital and technology platforms, and because of those platforms, they're competing with teachers across the world. And by using the technology, the competition has increased manifolds, but so has the opportunity for you to succeed as a teacher. If you are a great teacher, you can create an online channel and build your own following. So here we need to look at the benefits, but as well as like benefits and the opportunities, and also be cognizant of the challenges that this presents to us. Now, with this background and with this context, I want to share three key insights with this group. And these insights are something that I've learned through experience in my life. And when I came to think about it, a lot of this was built during my time at MIT school. So without further ado, let's get into those three key insights. And I want every one of you to pay attention to what I'm going to say, because if you can follow these instructions, trust me that you do great in your life. And with that, let's start. The very first insight which I want to share with every one of you today is what is called don't be a victim of trying day mindset, and you need to learn to trust the process. Is there anyone in the room who has not heard about Prime membership? I would say that, I would guess the answer is no, because everybody has heard about Prime membership. What is the Prime day mindset? Prime day mindset is very similar to your same day or next day shipping. When we start something, when we try to build a new habit, we are more and more getting into this mindset where we are looking for results in a very short time. If we start a new habit, if we start a diet, we expect result in 1 week. If we want to go for a run, we start next day and we think we should be able to run 5 kilometers. My suggestion here to everyone is, don't be a victim of this mindset. Currently, the entire ecosystem around all of you, the social media platforms, the general lifestyle changes that have happened, and the conveniences that we have learned to realize in the last 10 years, all of it is pushing us towards this mindset where we start something and we expect results in the shortest possible time. It doesn't work that way. What I would advise every one of you to do is, whatever you start, whatever initiative you choose to take, make sure you create a process around that initiative where you say, for example, if you want to study for an entrance exam, create a process where you want to study, like you spend 10 hours every day. And you create that thinking in your mind where you have to focus on doing this for at least 3 to 6 months to really see any meaningful results out of it. For me, personally, the mindset and the early seeds of this thinking were sown here at MIT school, where there was a process around everything around students' life, be it academics, be it sports, be it extracurricular activities. The school always supported, inspired, and disciplined you in some cases to follow the process. You might not like it today, you might not like it tomorrow, but it is very effective. It is going to be difficult to stick with the process, but trust me, if you can stick with something for 6 months, you will definitely see positive results of it. Here at MIT school, I particularly remember one instance where the school was extremely supportive of our board exam preparations. I remember we had like three to four rounds of extra exams between prelims and our board exams back in the day, where the teachers used to go out of their way, prepare exams for us, conduct those exams, assess them in a few days' time, and give us feedback. Now that aspect was extremely important for all of us to practice in the time when there was no digital platforms to practice on YouTube or no Bibles. And I'm very grateful to the teachers of this school to actually go that extra mile and support us. Remember, school is the only time when teachers are going to go out of their way and support you. From tomorrow onwards, it is up to you to bring that discipline and focus and continue the process single-handedly. So be very grateful to the teachers here at MIT. The second thing which I want to talk about is discipline and punctuality. Raise your hand if you think MIT school is too focused and strict on discipline. That's the answer for sure. I can understand if no one wants to raise their hands. I wouldn't have been brave enough to do that so 17 years ago. This is one theme which every ex-student of amateur school is going to, I would say, acknowledge, which is the school is a bit strict on discipline. I personally never disliked it because I was sincere enough back in the day. But at the same time, I never really liked it because, like, who would want to come to school on a winter morning at 6:45 to do exercise? Like, we are inherently a bit lazy that way. Why I'm talking about discipline today is, I think this is one key habit which I have stuck with in the last 17 years. And trust me, this is one thing which is going to give you the most results out of anything else that you learn from this school. There are three things which I have gained immensely because of this habit, which is you are going to be on your own. And trust me, this learning discipline at 18 is very easy compared to learning discipline at 30. You are never going to like it, personally, I would say, because I never liked discipline. But the reason I have kept following it is it gets you results. Nothing else will give you this kind of results if you are not disciplined enough in your life. Second thing which I see resulting because of discipline is your dependability. Your colleagues and your clients, especially in the context where I work, where I have to go and work with different set of clients every year, if you are disciplined and if you are punctual and if you do your job correctly on time, they tend to trust you and you become the Mr. Dependable, which is very important when you are working in a competitive job market. You need to be dependable. Anybody would give you an employment if you are dependable. And as I've alluded before, building habits is going to be substantially easy for you compared to if you are not disciplined. Starting things are very easy. It's excitement that helps you start new habits. But sustaining them is extremely boring and mundane, and the only thing that will see you through is discipline. So, trust me, discipline, although you won't like it today or tomorrow, is very important, and it is going to be your loss if you forget this skill that you have unconsciously learned at every school. I wouldn't say there would be any ex-American who would have come on this stage and spoken about their life experiences and not talked about discipline being a key differentiating factor. I would leave you with a suggestion. If you are someone who is struggling with habits and discipline in general, there is a great book to read by James Clear, and the book is titled Atomic Habits. If someone is in motivational listening, they would have come across this book. So I would leave you with this book. It's a great read. It gives you very practical tips on how to build habits. So please go and buy this book and read it if possible. The third thing, which is I would say a bit controversial, but I believe it's important in this time and age to talk about. And the third thing I want to speak about is have courage to challenge the convention and embrace uncertainty. I would repeat, have the courage to challenge the convention and embrace uncertainty. And I would give you a great example from my own life on what this could look like. Now, I'll just spend a brief moment on talking about the normal convention about how you should live a life is you study, you do great at your studies, you go do your undergraduations and then you go to your PG and you finish your studies, then you go on to finding a good job that helps you build a great career. And once you have found a good job and you're well settled in your career, you go and find a life partner and you settle down, marry and have a good life. This works for most of us and it's a good convention to follow. Personally, I didn't follow this at all. I was a bit rebellious back in my time and my life course has been a bit of a tippy-topsy journey. Let me just give you a quick view on how my life has panned out. So I graduated from MIT school in 2007, 17 years ago. I went on to pursue my engineering in computer science from NEPA from 2007 to 2011. Now everybody around me was looking to go for masters. I thought let's go and have some experience. And I got my first job as a derivatives trader. Now trader is trading in stock market. It was very stressful and risky. Unfortunately, I didn't do good at my first job. And at the same time, I left my job and got married when I was unemployed. I thought let's go and do my master's in business administration because that's something I always wanted to do. So with that in mind, I started preparing for GMAT, and in my first attempt at GMAT, I did extremely bad. Miserable outcome for me, and I was very demotivated. But with the support of my family and my wife, I kept on going and I kept preparing for CAT when I was unemployed. Luckily for me, the hard work paid off, got a good result in CAT, and secured an admission at IIM Kozhikode. After getting an admission, I got a replacement offer from IIM Kozhikode and started working with Cognizant, with which I have been for the last 8 years. And that was after staying unemployed and being married for 3.5 years. And 5 years back, I moved to UK in the same role after working in India. Now here's that question. Given what you have heard, how many of you would choose to go through this journey with the risk of not being able to make it to IIM Kozhikode? Anyone in the room? And here's the key insight I'm trying to bring forward to everyone. You need to create your own path. Use conventions as your guide, but at the end of the day, it is your path, and you need to decide how you want to traverse it. At times, you would feel lost. You will feel anxious a lot of times. But my suggestion here is build your own path. Every few years, review on what you want to do. Is your path taking you to your goals? If not, course correct. But at the same time, I would emphasize that you would not have all the answers at all time in your life. More often than not, you would be not sure of what to do. And you would be anxious about how it is going to work out for you. My suggestion is embrace that uncertainty. Yes, it's difficult to go through that phase of uncertainty, but at the same time, it is the times we live in. We don't have answers, and most of us would spend the next 10 years thinking about what to do next. Personally, for me, I still don't think I figured out everything. And I would relate the same to everyone in the room. It's okay to not have figured out everything right out the gate. You would feel pressurized by everyone around you that you need to figure things out. But I'm here to tell you, it's okay to take your time and learn and course correct as you go through your life. If you were to ask me today what I want to do in the next 15 years, I would probably want to create my own cafe and have a restaurant because I'm good at cooking, which I learned in the last 5 years. So again, the key message here I'm saying is define your own path, learn as you go along that path, course correct as needed, and embrace this uncertainty. You would be asking questions like where would I work, what postgraduate course should I pursue, should I go to abroad for study, should I take a drop, should I go and spend some time exploring my passion? All of them are valid questions. And I would say don't answer them right now, answer them when you have the right information. I would have loved to tell every one of you the top 5 career choices today. Unfortunately, with AI and AGI in your future, almost every role is going to get impacted. I am not sure even if my role is going to be relevant in 10 years' time. The job markets are very fluid today, and we really don't know for sure how the employment options in next 10 years are going to look like. Nobody knows, to be honest. What I can do today is leave you with some very important tips which has helped me navigate this uncertainty and would be definitely helpful to you. First, and which is very important, is focus on things which are under your control. So don't worry about you can't influence. Only worry about things which are under your control. Secondly, work hard to improve your abilities. And this is something I learned from my days at IIM Kozhikode. You have to be the best in India to get to IIM Kozhikode, but that doesn't guarantee you success in life. Hard work is 85% of success. Intelligence is only 15%. And this is what I saw in IIM Kozhikode. No matter how intelligent you are, there is no excuse to working hard. So I would request every one of you to promise yourselves to work hard for the next 10 years. The third bit which has helped me stay relevant is never stop learning. Don't have this block in your head that I do my undergraduation, I do my PG, and I'm done learning. No. You have to learn your entire life. You have to learn new skills, new technologies, new bits and pieces every now and then. I spend on an average 50 to 70 hours every quarter to learn more things. And fourth and most importantly, don't be very specialized on one skill. Try and focus on increasing the breadth of your skills. Once you have learned enough, you can then go on to decide whether you want to be focused or not. This is again one area where MIT School personally has given its students multiple avenues to build their skills. I vividly remember our poetry fair back in 2004-2005 where we actually created an entire ecosystem of different poets and different genres and languages, and us as kids got to learn a lot of new information about poetry and poets in general in a mere span of weeks. A good book to read on this topic would be Range, Why Generalists Triumph in a Specialized World by David Epstein. I would now move on to concluding my speech by spending 2 minutes on the biggest achievement of mine. Would anyone like to take a guess what is my biggest achievement? I would say most of you would think in your head that it's IIM Kozhikode, but it's not. My biggest achievement in life is my weight loss journey over the last 5 years. I have lost 25 kgs of weight. I was 100 kgs in 2020 and I lost 25 kgs and transformed my view on healthy living. Everything that I told you in the last 10 minutes in terms of process, discipline, challenging the convention, I had to follow every single bit for the last 5 years. Every day was a challenge, every day is still a challenge. You are just one cheat meal away from slipping back to unhealthy habits. The reason I am talking about health is this is one piece of puzzle that is least talked about when talking and motivating students. I am here to tell you that your health is of absolute importance and you should do every bit to keep it in good shape. COVID has given us that scare, but we still need to intrinsically change our mindset on health. This is again one place where I believe MIT School was way ahead of its competition. School has always realized the importance of good health and institutionalized policies like morning exercise, participating in sports events. I personally consider myself lucky to have access to playing fields when I was in MIT, and I vividly remember Prakash sir and few others asking us to go home on a Saturday afternoon because we used to hang around in the fields and play football like as long as we wanted, and then the kids used to, sir used to tell us, please go home. It's too late now. So it is my sincerest request to everyone, please take care of your health and physical fitness. A strong and healthy body is going to allow you to do amazing things in life. But if you miss this boat, you will constantly struggle with just keeping your good health and you will not be able to focus on the other important things. I will end my address by sharing a very influential quote from one of my managers, and the quote is like this: the fruits of your labor can be delayed but not denied. Again I repeat, the fruits of your labor can be delayed but not denied. So put your head down, Keep working hard and trust me, things will fall in place eventually. Once again, best of luck everyone. Best of luck for your exams and your future. And I hope this address helps everyone improve their lives by a few percentages. Thank you once again. Thank you, Professor, for this opportunity.
From the course of 12 years of schooling, it teaches us a mix of academic lessons, social life skills, and the way we present ourselves. You know, the way we are shaped, our identity, everything they teach us in school, even about the relations that we are going to have in the modern world. The school, it teaches us an amazing amount of things, and the experiences that we have taken in the school, they last forever and they are beyond our classrooms.
जैसे बचपन की एक प्यारी सी किताब का पन्ना पलटता है, वैसे ही आज हम उन सुनहरे दिनों को याद कर रहे हैं। यह पल उन खास दिनों का एक सरोखा है। तो आइए एक बार फिर से लौटते हैं उन यादों में, जहाँ हर दिन खास था और हर मुस्कान था।
स्कूल लाइफ नाम के इस फेज में हमने कई सारे उतार चढ़ाव देखे, कुछ दुख के पल और बहुत सारे खुशी के पल हमने जिया है, जिसने हमें वो इंसान बनाया जो हम आज है।
कहीं पे जाना, बसना और वहां से निकलना आसान थोड़ी होता है जब पता लगता है कि यहीं तक का सफर था। तब सफर का असली मतलब शुरू होता है। हर शख्स तुम्हारा दोस्त नहीं बन जाता, पर एक हिस्सा जरूर बन जाता है जो आगे चल के तुम्हें याद आने वाला है। उस वक्त तुम्हें ऐसा लगता है कि दोस्ती, जिंदगी, यारी कुछ नहीं बदलेगा, पर हकीकत ये कहती है कि सब बदलने वाला है।
MAT એમ તો તે 5 અક્ષરનું નામ છે, પણ તે માત્ર 5 અક્ષરની બની નથી, તે કેટલાય બધા એફર્ટ્સ, હાર્ડ વર્ક અને ટીમ વર્કનું ભંડોળ છે. MAT એટલે લાઈક મારી માટે મારું બીજું ઘર, અને બીજું ઘર હોય પણ કેમ ના, કારણ કે છેલ્લા 15 વર્ષથી હું અહીંયા આવું છું, ઘણું બધું નવું શીખું છું, ઘણું બધું રમું છું, અને હું આ MAT સ્કૂલને જીવું છું. MAT ના કલ્ચરલ પ્રોગ્રામ્સ, સ્પોર્ટ્સ ડે અને પ્રેયર પ્રોગ્રામ્સ એની તો વાત જ કઈ અલગ છે. અને MAT ના ટીચર્સ તો ઓહો, એમને મને સારા સંસ્કાર આપ્યા, સારું શિસ્ત શીખવાડ્યું અને વાતચીતની સાચી ઢબ શીખવાડી. પછી સાયન્સ ફેર્સ, કલા મહાકુંભ, સેમિનાર્સ, જે બધામાં અમે MAT ને રિપ્રેઝન્ટ કર્યું છે, એ બધા સાથે મારું ઇમોશનલ બોન્ડિંગ છે. મને ખબર છે કે 12th પછી આપણે કોલેજમાં જવાનું છે અને આ સ્કૂલ લાઈફ તો ઓવર થઈ જશે, પણ આ MAT નો મારી સાથેનો ઇમ્પેક્ટ એ મારી સાથે ફોરએવર રહેશે.
કહેવાય છે ને કે દર વ્યક્તિ માટે સૌથી કિંમતી વસ્તુ એ તેનો અનંત અનુભવ છે. બે વ્યક્તિ સામે બોલવું એ મારા માટે ડર હતો, પણ જ્યારે મેં MAT માં એડમિશન લીધું ત્યારે 100 વ્યક્તિ વચ્ચે બોલ્યો ત્યારે મારો ડર આત્મવિશ્વાસમાં ફેરવાઈ ગયો.
चल मिलते हैं, वापस कभी मिल पाए या ना मिल पाए, पर एटलीस्ट ट्राई करेंगे मिलने का. टाइम तो ऐसे निकल गया, पता ही नहीं चलता. अब तो मेरे को लगता है कि हम कल ही स्कूल में नए बच्चे आए थे और अपनी क्लासेस ढूंढ रहे थे, बट अभी स्कूल में सब इतना अच्छा लगता है, मन ही नहीं कर रहा स्कूल छोड़ के जाने का यार. वही ना, हमारे जो टीचर्स के साथ स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉन्ड बना, रिसेस से पहले 4th पीरियड में टिफिन खाली करना और क्लासेस बंक करके नीचे प्रैक्टिस में जाना, ये दिन सही में याद आएंगे. सही में बहुत अच्छी मेमोरीज बनाए हम. कोई बात नहीं, अब तो जाना ही पड़ेगा. चल बाय बाय.
Now the days has been passed and year came to an end. With breaking of test tube and missing Thursdays, with compulsion of attendance and the connection of chemical reaction and confirmatory tests which made me confused to detect cation and anion, and at last the signing of journal which made all the students got scolded by teachers. Now I'm still clueless that how the time went off with this rejoiceful chemistry lab.
The school was not only about the classes. Festness was one of the best parts where we learned so many beautiful things by enjoying it to the fullest, and the memories which have created with our teachers that will take forward with us wherever the life takes us. Beyond academics, the MIT school has taught us values. The profit of festness was donated to a charitable trust. The donating felt like our hard work was a result of helping someone.
अच्छा, तो हम चलते हैं, फिर शायद ही मिलेंगे क्योंकि अब हमारी स्कूल लाइफ खत्म हो गई है। थोड़ी खुशी, थोड़ा गम, बहुत सारी यादें लिए जा रहे हैं हम। जब तक स्कूल पसंद आई तब तक स्कूल ही खत्म हो गई। इंतजार रहा कॉलेज की मस्ती का, तब यही हस्ती याद आई। इस हसीन सफर का पन्ना पलटते हैं, एमएटी की याद भर। अच्छा, तो हम चलते हैं।
મારા એમઈટી સાથેના સંસ્મરણો તો હજારો છે અને એમાં પણ એમઈટીએ મને આપેલી શ્રેષ્ઠ ભેટ એટલે કે મારી અંદર ઉજાગર કરેલી એક કવિત્રી। તો ચાલો આજે હું મારા મનની વાત એક કવિતા દ્વારા રજૂ કરું। ખીલેલો ચમન આ એમઈટીનું આજે વિખરાઈ રહ્યું છે દર્દના અવાજે। વીતેલા દિવસો ફરી યાદ આવશે, અમારી આ યાદી આંસુથી નીતરશે। અમો જો ગયા અહીંથી તો યાદ આવશે અમારી। ખીલેલું ચમન આ એમઈટીનું આજે વિખરાઈ રહ્યું છે દર્દના અવાજે। અપાવી સ્વ વિકાસની તકો સૌ અમને, વધાવી નાના મોટા સૌ ટેલેન્ટને। પ્રેરણારૂપી પાઠો અમોને શીખવ્યા, રેગ્યુલરિટીના પાઠો અમોને ભણાવ્યા। મિટાવ્યા સ્ટેજ ફિયરના નામો અને અપાવ્યા શિસ્ત અને પ્રામાણિકતાના ઇનામો। ખીલેલું ચમન આ એમઈટીનું આજે વિખરાઈ રહ્યું છે વિરહના અવાજે। ક્યારેક દિલ દુભાયું હશે સહી તમારું, ક્ષમા કરજો દિલથી દર્દ આ અમારું। અમારી સદા ખોટ રહેશે આ ગુલશનમાં, મહેક થોડી મૂકી જઈશું આ ઉપવનમાં। કરું પ્રાર્થના દિલથી, વતી અમે સૌ બાળકો, માર્ગદર્શનથી ઉજ્જવળ બનીએ અમે સૌ જીવનમાં। ખીલેલું ચમન આ એમઈટીનું આજે વિખરાઈ રહ્યું છે વિરહના અવાજે।
वो दिन भी क्या दिन थे, वो दिन भी क्या दिन थे, वो दिन भी क्या दिन थे।
A small token of love for all of you from us. Let's give that 3 cheers. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
And the whereabouts of our previous batches, which will be helpful for each one of you to track career trends and strengthening the alumni network. So now, I request our Honorable Chief Guest and all other dignitaries on the dais to unveil the reminiscence of To receive this token of love from the worthy hands of our Honorable Chief Guest, I request the class teacher of Class 12 to receive reminiscence and catalyst on the behalf of their respective classes. I request the class teacher of 12 Science CBSE Neelam Ma'am to receive the token of love on behalf of
Those who are with us digitally, and of course, dear Parth, अलग connection हमारा, dear Akshay Jaren, sectional heads and dear teachers and students of 12th standard. From bottom of my heart, I wish you all the best for your future and career and what everything earned by path that you are deserved to get.
All dignitaries on dais, dear students, and it is an honor and privilege to present here on a very auspicious day of a Best Wishes Day or Farewell Day of 12 Science and CBSE and GSE students. ધર્મેન્દ્રભાઈ કે અમરસિંહ ભાઈએ આ માઇક ઉપર નીચે સેટ કર્યું. ધોરણ 9 5માંથી લઈને 10મા સુધી આ માઇકનું કામ અમે કરતા હતા. એટલે આ માઇક કોઈ પણ ગેસ્ટ આવે ઉપર નીચે કરવાનું ત્યાંથી અમને એમટી સ્કૂલે ટ્રેનિંગ આપેલી. આખું આ જેટલું પણ પહેલા જે સ્કૂલ હતી ઘણી બધી બદલાઈ ગઈ છે. મને હજુ યાદ છે અમારો જે ફેરવેલ ફંક્શન છે એ આપણું આ જે કોરિડોર છે એની આ બાજુ કર્યું. જ્યોતિ મેડમ અમે બંને બેચમેટ છીએ. એ 12 માં હતા, હું ઓમાં હતો. એટલે એ જમાનામાં હું મહારાષ્ટ્ર 1994 કદાચ તમારો જન્મ પણ નહીં થયો ત્યારે મને યાદ નથી, પણ એવું મારા મમ્મી પપ્પા કહે છે કે રડતો રડતો અને મારતો મારતો પહેલા ધોરણમાં અહીંયા મૂકી ગયેલા અને ક્લાસમાંથી ભાગી જવાનું એવું બધું મારું કંઈ વલણ હતું. પછી ત્યાંથી લઈને 2007 સુધી 12મું સાયન્સ મેં આ સ્કૂલમાં પૂરું કર્યું. તમારા અત્યારે જે રિએક્શન છે, તમારા અત્યારે જે બધા છે એ સેમ અમે એ જ બધું એ જ સાયકલમાંથી પસાર થયા છે. સરોનું તમે જે પણ કંઈક નામ આપ્યા છે અને મને આ ટ્રીક ક્યારે ખબર પડી, मुझे तब पता चला कि मैं खुद जब प्रोफेसर बना, मैं 8 साल से गवर्नमेंट पॉलिटेक्निक गांधीनगर में प्रोफेसर हूँ, इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन एंड कंट्रोल इंजीनियरिंग. तब मुझे पता चला कि स्टूडेंट्स के मन में क्या है, वो हमारा क्या नाम लिख रहे हैं, वो क्या क्या गॉसिप कर रहे हैं हमारे, सब हमको पता है, लेकिन हम चुप रहते हैं और एंजॉय करते हैं और थोड़ा लेट गो करते हैं। तो ये सब हमें तब से पता है। और फर्स्ट लेट मी कॉन्ग्रेचुलेट टू ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ 12th साइंस हु रीच्ड ऑन दिस लेवल। आप यहाँ तक पढ़ाई करके आए और अब आप यहाँ से जाएंगे, तो मैं आप सबको ऑल द बेस्ट कहना चाहता हूँ आपके फ्यूचर के लिए, और आप बहुत आगे बढ़े, आप बहुत सक्सेसफुल हो, वो मेरी दिल से प्रार्थना है। मेरा थोड़ा फैमिली बैकग्राउंड के बारे में बात करूँ तो माय फादर डेप्यूटी मामलतदार थे, ही इज ऑल्सो इन सिविल सर्विसेज, और मेरे जो दादाजी थे ही वॉज इन गुजरात पुलिस, तो वो टाइम पे वो जमादार थे। तब से मुझे थोड़ा हेरिडिटी में ऐसा सिविल सर्विसेज का थोड़ा मुझे अट्रैक्शन था। और उसके बाद मुझे करियर में पता नहीं था कि 12th के बाद क्या करना है, सो आई चूज एन इंजीनियरिंग। बेसिकली माय ग्रुप वाज मैथ, सो आई चूज इंजीनियरिंग एंड आई गॉट सिलेक्टेड इन इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन एंड कंट्रोल इंजीनियरिंग फ्रॉम धर्मसी देसाई यूनिवर्सिटी। बाद में मैंने एज अ कैंपस में से सिलेक्ट होके आईडीएमसी में जॉब भी किया एज अ प्रोजेक्ट इंजीनियर। लेकिन मैं कहना ये चाह रहा हूँ कि मुझे कब पता चला कि मेरा जो करियर है वो और थोड़ा रिफाइन हो सकता है और अच्छा हो सकता है, तो वो मेरा जो टर्निंग पॉइंट था, आई वाज इन अ प्रोजेक्ट एट बैंगलोर, और वहाँ पे होस्ट कोटे करके प्रोजेक्ट साइट थी। एज अ प्रोजेक्ट इंजीनियर आप में से जिन्होंने ए ग्रुप लिया है वो भी बहुत सारे इंजीनियर्स बनेंगे, तो वहाँ पे प्रोजेक्ट साइट पे जाना होता है, 4-4 महीने 3-3 महीने वहीं डेरा डाल के रहना है। तो वो मेरा ऐसा फेज था, बैंगलोर में नया था, तो वहाँ पे मैंने जो थोड़ा सा ट्राइबल कल्चर और वो सब देखा। और आप सरकार के जो हिस्से हैं उसको आप सर्व करते हैं, इफ यू आर सर्विंग द गवर्नमेंट देन यू विल बी कॉल्ड एज अ सिविल सर्वेंट। आप जितने भी गवर्नमेंट के हाईएस्ट पोस्ट पे जो ऑफिशियल्स देख रहे हैं, आईएएस ले लीजिए, आईपीएस ले लीजिए, सेक्रेटरी ले लीजिए, आप गांव के लेवल पे रूट कॉज पे आते हैं तो तलाटी कम मंत्री देख लीजिए, वहां से आगे आते हैं नायब मामलतदार, पीएसआई, पीआई, डीवाईएसपी, एसपी, ये सब जो है वो सिविल सर्वेंट्स हम कह सकते हैं। सिविल सर्विसेज जो है उसका प्लान ऑफ एक्शन बेसिकली सेंट्रल सिविल सर्विसेज और स्टेट सिविल सर्विसेज दो कैडर होती हैं। उसमें सेंट्रल में आप सबको पता होगा कि जो यूपीएससी है, यूनियन पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन न्यू दिल्ली, वो एग्जाम कंडक्ट करती है। और अगर हम हर स्टेट में अलग अलग होता है, अगर हम गुजरात में आए तो यहाँ पे है जीपीएससी, गुजरात पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन, जो हमारे क्लास 1 और क्लास 2 ऑफिसर्स को रिक्रूटमेंट करती है। और फिर उसके बाद स्पीपा करके जो गवर्निंग बॉडी है, सरदार पटेल इंस्टीट्यूट फॉर पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, वो उसको ऑफिसर्स को ट्रेनिंग देने का काम करती है। इसमें 3 स्टेज एग्जाम होता है। मैं एग्जाम का टफनेस लेवल आपको बताऊं तो हर साल यूपीएससी में 15 लाख स्टूडेंट्स अप्लाई करते हैं, 15 लाख स्टूडेंट्स। हाउ मेनी पोस्ट ओनली फॉर दिस ईयर यूपीएससी 2024 1056, सिर्फ 1056 पोस्ट के लिए 15 लाख स्टूडेंट्स अपीयर होते हैं, उसमें से अप्लाई करते हैं, उसमें से 6 लाख लोग एक्चुअल एग्जाम देते हैं, उसमें से सिर्फ ऑन एंड अराउंड 15,000 स्टूडेंट्स प्रीलिम क्लियर करके मेंस में आते हैं, और उसके बाद 15,000 में से सिर्फ 3,000 स्टूडेंट्स इंटरव्यू तक पहुंचते हैं। इस साल मेरे 2 फ्रेंड हैं जो यूपीएससी इंटरव्यू तक पहुंच गए हैं, मैंने भी इस साल अप्लाई किया था, मैं फिर से फेल हो गया। और इसके बाद 1,000 स्टूडेंट्स ओनली गॉट सिलेक्टेड, उसमें से भी 100 या 110 स्टूडेंट्स आईएएस, जो एस्टीम्ड सर्विस जिसको पहचानते हैं, कलेक्टर और एसपी, सुपरिटेंडेंट ऑफ पुलिस, आईपीएस, वो भी 100, अराउंड 200 पोस्ट ऐसी होती है जिसके लिए हम सिलेक्ट होते हैं। ऐसी कुल 22 सर्विसेज है, 22 सर्विस, इंडियन पोस्टल सर्विस, इंडियन रेवेन्यू सर्विस, इंडियन ऑडिट्स एंड अकाउंट सर्विस, इंडियन डिफेंस सर्विसेज, ऐसी 22 पोस्ट है जिसको हमें पता भी नहीं। डिफरेंट जो ये ऑफिसर्स होते हैं वो ये पर्टिकुलर ऑफिसेज को गवर्न करते हैं। तो ये अगर आप ये सर्विसेज में जाना चाहते हैं तो मेंटली एंड फिजिकली यू हैव टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दिस टफ एग्जामिनेशन। उसके बाद एग्जामिनेशन होने के बाद आपका मेडिकल टेस्ट होता है और उसके बाद आपको अपॉइंटमेंट मिलती है। उसमें भी आप सबने सुना होगा लवासना करके एकेडमी है उत्तराखंड में, लाल बहादुर शास्त्री नेशनल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन अकेडमी, और हमारी हैदराबाद में पुलिस के लिए दोज हु आर इंटरेस्टेड इन पुलिस यूनिफॉर्म सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल नेशनल पुलिस एकेडमी हैदराबाद। वहाँ पे आपको ट्रेन किया जाता है और आप एक ऑफिसर की तरह आपको एक तराशा जाता है। जब तक आप ये सिविल सर्विसेज का जो एग्जाम है उसे एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट कहते हैं। एप्टीट्यूड मतलब जिनमें वो रुचि है और जिनमें वो हौसला है कि वो सिर्फ एग्जाम क्लियर कर सके। उसके बाद ये जो ट्रेनिंग एकेडमीज है वो आपको ऑफिसर्स बनाती है। मतलब मैं कहना ये चाह रहा हूँ कि आपको सिर्फ एक राइट एप्टीट्यूड और एक अप्रोच चाहिए, कोई भी सर्विस या कोई भी एग्जाम या कोई भी पोस्ट को आपको अचीव करना है। उसके बाद ट्रेनिंग और बाकी सब एक्सपीरियंस वगैरह आपको एक ऑफिसर बनाते हैं। इसके लिए प्रिपरेशन कैसी होती है तो देखा, और मुझे वहाँ पे थोड़ा सा ऐसा मैं बोलता हूँ कि टर्निंग पॉइंट हो गया मुझे कि आई वॉन्ट टू सर्व द नेशन, आई वॉन्ट टू सर्व दिस ट्राइबल पीपल, पर्टिकुलर दिस वल्नरेबल सेक्शन। और फिर मैंने वहाँ से ये अराउंड 2014 की बात है, व्हेन आई कंप्लीट माय ग्रेजुएशन एंड आई वाज इन जॉब, देन आई स्टार्टेड प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर सिविल सर्विसेज एंड स्टिल सर टोल्ड मी दैट आई एम अ स्टूडेंट। यस, इट इज ट्रू, currently I am preparing for civil services right now from 2014 to 2024. This is my last attempt. ये मेरा लास्ट अटेम्प्ट होगा, अब देखते हैं इसमें कुछ सक्सेस मिले तो ठीक है। बिटवीन दिस जर्नी आई क्लियर्ड जीपीएससी 6 टाइम्स। गुजरात पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन की जो एग्जाम है 6 बार मैंने क्लियर कर दी, इंटरव्यू तक वो भी क्लियर कर दिया। लेकिन मेरा कहने का पॉइंट अलग है, लेकिन स्टिल मुझे जो चाहिए एसडीएम जिसे हम बोलते हैं डेप्यूटी कलेक्टर, वो मुझे अभी तक नहीं मिला है। स्टिल आई एम चेजिंग द सेम गोल। लास्ट टाइम मेरा जो अभी इंट्रोडक्शन में बताया, थैंक्स फॉर माय लवली इंट्रोडक्शन, उसमें मैं असिस्टेंट कमिश्नर ट्राइबल डेवलपमेंट हूँ। मेरा उसमें रैंक था 13 और मैं 0.25 मार्क से मेरा जो एसडीएम का था वो मेरा रह गया। 12th रैंक पे क्लोज हुआ जनरल कैटेगरी के लिए और मेरा 13 रैंक था। वो मेरा सबसे अच्छा रैंक था, उसमें भी मुझे नहीं हुआ। अभी भी एक जो जीपीएससी का रिजल्ट है उसमें भी मेरा सिलेक्शन हुआ, उसमें मैं 5 या 6 मार्क्स से रह गया। तो 6 से 7 बार 6 बार मुझे थोड़ा निष्फलता मिली। लेकिन और यूपीएससी में मैंने 2018 में दिल्ली में इंटरव्यू दिया फॉर आईएएस, लेकिन उसमें भी मुझे सक्सेस नहीं मिला। तो माय पॉइंट टू प्रूव कि आप हमेशा अपने गोल के पीछे, जो 5 साल भी बताए, आपको लगा रहना पड़ेगा। निष्फलता बहुत सारी मिलेगी, लेकिन जो ये वॉरियर मैदान में टिका रहेगा वही आखिर तक सफलता पा सकेगा, ऐसा मेरा फर्म बिलीव है। बाद में शाला की स्कूल की जर्नी की बात करूँ तो 1994 से 2007 स्कूल हैज चेंज्ड वेरी मच। बहुत सारे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर चेंज हुआ है, लेकिन उस टाइम पे स्कूल में यहाँ सब डिसिप्लिन की बात कर रहे हैं। मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि मेरे जो करियर में, और आप सोचते होंगे कि मैं थोड़ा सफल हूँ या मेरा कुछ यहाँ पे बुला है, मैं नहीं, मेरे सारे दोस्त एमईटी के, बहुत बड़ा ग्रुप है हमारा, बहुत बड़ा। तो उसमें भी हम जब चाय पे या कभी बैठते हैं तब हम स्कूल डेज को ऑलवेज रिमेम्बर करते हैं। और डिसिप्लिन का जो ये आप यहाँ पे बोल रहे हैं वो हमेशा हम याद करते हैं कि स्कूल ने जब डिसिप्लिन सिखाई तो आज हम इस लेवल पे हैं। आप अभी उसको थोड़ा सा हंसोगे, थोड़ा मजाक उड़ाओगे, लेकिन आप जब करियर के एक स्टेज पे आओगे तब ऑलवेज आप स्कूल को याद करोगे। मेरे सभी फ्रेंड्स जो भी है वो कहते हैं कि यार સ્કૂલના જે દિવસો હતા એ જોરદાર હતા, એના જેવા દિવસો પાછા नहीं આવ્યા। એટલે वो जो दिन है वो आप हमेशा याद रखोगे। अभी मैं थोड़ा सा, सर ने मुझे बताया कि थोड़ा सा आपको सिविल सर्विसेज जो है उसका थोड़ा सा इंट्रोडक्शन आपको देना चाहूँगा। सबसे पहले व्हाट इज सिविल सर्विसेज, कोई बता सकेगा ये सिविल सर्विसेज क्या है? सिविल सर्विसेज मतलब प्रोफेशनल तौर पे आप गवर्नमेंट को सर्व करते हैं अपार्ट फ्रॉम मिलिट्री एंड जुडिशियल सर्विसेज, ये दो को आप निकाल दोगे, मिलिट्री एंड जुडिशियल सर्विस, और आप सरकार के जो हिस्से हैं उसको आप सर्व करते हैं। चैलेंजिंग और वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग। आप सबको लगता है कि मैं बहुत पढ़ाकू हूँ या ऐसा बहुत पढ़ लिया है, ऐसा नहीं है। मैं 2-3 एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूँ कि ये जो सर्विसेज है जिनमें बेस्ट ऑफिसर निकलते हैं वो पूछ क्या रहे हैं, उसका मैं एक एग्जांपल अगर आपको दूं तो सिविल सर्विसेज में उन्होंने एक बार यूपीएससी मेंस में क्वेश्चन पूछा। आप सबने हिस्ट्री में पानीपत फर्स्ट वॉर, सेकंड वॉर, थर्ड वॉर पढ़ा है, किसके बीच हुआ, कब हुआ, उनमें मिलिट्री स्ट्रेटेजीज क्या थी। तो यूपीएससी ने उसमें एक क्वेश्चन ऐसा पूछा कि ये पानीपत की जो लड़ाई है वो पानीपत के मैदान में क्यों हो रही है। सो दिस वाज द क्वेश्चन, व्हाई दिस मिलिट्री वॉर्स अरेंज्ड इन पानीपत मैदान। तो आप सवाल समझिए कितना ऑफबीट है। इसके लिए आपको रियली कंटेंट समझना पड़ेगा। ऐसे ही एक मेरा ऑप्शनल गुजराती लिटरेचर है, यहाँ पे जो काव्य मेला हुआ था जिसकी हम बात कर रहे हैं, तो योग ऐसा है कि मेरा जो इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन एंड कंट्रोल इंजीनियरिंग है वो ऑप्शनल सब्जेक्ट बनी है। उसमें 2 ऑप्शनल के पेपर आते हैं, आप सबको सिलेक्ट करने होते हैं। फिलोसॉफी है, पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन, ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ लैंग्वेजेस, मराठी, कन्नड़ा, उर्दू। आप समझिए आपका जो सिलेक्शन हो रहा है वो है फॉर ऑल इंडिया सर्विसेज। उसमें आप वेस्ट बंगाल, केरला, पुडुचेरी, वहां के सब लोग आपसे मिलने आएंगे, वहां के साथ आप सबके साथ आप काम करते हो। तो ऐसा एग्जाम है। तो उसमें गुजराती लिटरेचर में नरसिंह मेहता की पोएम है, उसकी एक लाइन है, अखिल ब्रह्मांड में एकलो जो तू श्रीहरि जुजवे रूपे अनंत भासे। तो मैंने जब ये पोएम हमारे यहाँ थी तब मैंने पढ़ा था कि नरसिंह मेहता कह रहे हैं कि अखिल ब्रह्मांड में सिर्फ एक परमात्मा है और बाकी सब उनके वेरियस फॉर्म्स है। तो इतना तक मैंने पढ़ा। फिर धीरे धीरे जब मैंने यूपीएससी में गुजराती ऑप्शनल लिया तो मुझे तब पता चला, हमारे जो टीचर्स हैं, जो ट्रेनर्स होते हैं वो हमें सिखाते हैं, तो उन्होंने हमें सिखाया कि ये जो कहना चाह रहे हैं नरसिंह मेहता, ही इज सेइंग ऑफ फिलोसॉफी ऑफ अद्वैत, नॉन ड्युअलिज्म, जो आदि शंकराचार्य ने बोला था कि आत्मा और परमात्मा दोनों एक है, यह लोक और परलोक। आप थोड़ा सा आपको थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट लगेगा, लेकिन वो पूरा फिलोसॉफी हमें वहां पे सिखाया गया। तो ये जो लैंग्वेज पढ़ने का वो जो पूरा आपका जो तरीका है वो वहां पे चेंज हो जाता है। और आप जो पढ़ते हैं फिलोसॉफी में डिफरेंट पैनेथिज्म से लेके वेरियस टॉपिक्स, आप उसकी कल्पना भी नहीं कर सकते कि लोगों ने क्या क्या ढूंढा है और क्या क्या लोग पढ़ रहे हैं उसमें। आप मैं सर ने भी बहुत सारी बुक सजेस्ट की, मैं एक बुक सजेस्ट करूंगा, एंथ्रोपोलॉजी की है, सेपियंस फ्रॉम युval नोआ हरारी। आपने नाम सुना है? हाँ, उसमें पूरा हमारा एंथ्रोपोलॉजी का है, उनका इंटरव्यू भी है यूट्यूब पे, तो वो आप देख सकते हैं। तब मुझे पता चला कि हमारा जो ये एग्रीकल्चर रिवॉल्यूशन, कॉग्निटिव रिवॉल्यूशन जो हुआ उसमें हम कैसे कैसे चेंज हो गए, एंड फाइंडिंग दैट फैक्ट वाज वेरी एस्टोनिशिंग और मुझे बहुत ही ऐसा दिलचस्प लगा। और धीरे धीरे ये पढ़ाई और ये प्रिपरेशन को मैं एंजॉय करता गया। तो अभी मुझे ऐसा बोरिंग नहीं लगता कि रोज अराउंड मैं 14 या 13 आवर्स में पढ़ता हूँ। मैं जिस इंस्टीट्यूट में जाता था वहीं पे रात पे सो जाता था और वहीं पे सुबह नहा धो के वहीं पे बैठ जाना है, मतलब पूरा 24 to 22 आवर्स एक ही इंस्टीट्यूट में। पर मुझे ऐसा कभी बोरिंग नहीं लगा, क्योंकि ये सीखने का जो मिल रहा है ये सर्विसेज में आपको बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट और बहुत ही डिफरेंट मिल रहा है। 2-3 मिनट में अपनी जो जॉब प्रोफाइल है, असिस्टेंट कमिश्नर ट्राइबल डेवलपमेंट, मुझे डीवाईएसपी डेप्यूटी सुपरिटेंडेंट भी अलोकेट हो रहा था, लेकिन मुझे ट्राइबल लोगों के लिए काम करना था, तो मैंने ये सर्विस ऑप्ट की। उसमें हम क्या करते हैं, मैं आप सबसे कहना चाहूँगा कि हम लोग वी फील वेरी ग्रेटिट्यूड और बहुत लकी है कि आपको ऐसे स्कूल में पढ़ने को मिल रहा है। मेरे पास 151 प्रोफेसर आश्रमशाला थी जिसका ओवरऑल मॉनिटरिंग मुझे करना है। आश्रमशाला मीन्स वहीं पे फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड से लेके 12th स्टैंडर्ड के स्टूडेंट वहीं रहते हैं, वहीं खाते हैं, वहीं सोते हैं और वहीं पढ़ते हैं। तो मुझे पूरी स्कूल का जो फाइनेंस का जो ग्रांट अप्रूव करना होता था वो मुझे होता था। उसके साथ ही आदर्श निवासी शाला और ये सब होता है, उसका काम करना है। तो वहां जाके मुझे ये ट्राइबल बच्चों के लिए जो वेलफेयर एक्टिविटीज और गवर्नमेंट की सर्विसेज की जो योजना है उसके लिए मुझे काम करना होता है। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट आई वाज एन एट्रोसिटी ऑफिसर। फॉर ट्राइबल स्टूडेंट, जो हम SC/ST एक्ट बोलते हैं, उसका हमें थोड़ा काम करना होता है। और अपार्ट फ्रॉम उनकी जो भी योजना है, कुंवरबाई मामेरू योजना, फिर मकान सहाय योजना, वो सब हमें अप्रूव करना होता है। उसके लिए मुझे अराउंड 50 लोगों का स्टाफ मिलता है, क्लास 2 और क्लास 3, और उसके साथ ही मोर देन मुझे लगभग 1000 से 2000 टीचर्स को डायरेक्टली मैं एंगेज कर सकता हूँ। और मेरा जो थॉट प्रोसेस है, मेरा जो विजन है कि मुझे इस तरह ट्राइबल डिपार्टमेंट, आई वॉज इन दाहोद डिस्ट्रिक्ट, आपने सुना होगा, मैं वहाँ गया, उससे पहले कभी मैंने सिर्फ नाम सुना था, वहाँ कभी गया नहीं था। वहाँ जाके फर्स्ट टाइम आई सी द दाहोद डिस्ट्रिक्ट, गुजरात का सबसे लिटरेसी में सबसे कम उसका परसेंटेज है। वहाँ पे जाके एजुकेशन के लिए मुझे जो सर्व करना था, वो मुझे चांस वहाँ पे मिला, और मुझे लगता है कि मैंने उसको बहुत अच्छा काम किया। और प्रीवियस टाइम जो उसका 12th का रिजल्ट था, 9 स्कूल में से एक भी स्कूल कोई क्वालिफाई नहीं कर पाया, 0% रिजल्ट, एक भी स्कूल पास नहीं हो पाई। और फिर मैंने मेरे जो आइडियाज थे, मेरे जो थॉट्स थे, मैंने जो सीखा वो अप्लाई करके औसतन 80% स्कूल का रिजल्ट अप कर दिया। तो बहुत मुझे अच्छा लगा, और आई फील वेरी प्राउड कि ये सर्विस करने को मुझे एक मौका मिला। इट ऑल्सो नीड टू बी लकी टू सर्व द पीपल, लोगों को सर्व करना है, उसके लिए भी लक चाहिए। तो ये असिस्टेंट कमिश्नर का मेरा थोड़ा एक्सपीरियंस था। उसके अलावा सोलर लगाना है, फूड थोड़ा अच्छा करना है, वो सब मैंने काम किया। और अभी ये सर्विसेज का थोड़ा जो चैलेंजेस है, थोड़ा जो हर्डल्स है, वो मैं आपको बता के मेरा वक्तव्य नहीं करूँगा। सबसे पहले हमें ये याद रखना है कि आपके विजन में बहुत सारे ऐसा होंगे, मुझे कुछ ऐसा करना है, मुझे यहाँ से, अभी आप यहाँ से एमईडी स्कूल से आ रहे हो, आपको लगता है कि ये रास्ता ठीक नहीं है, रिपेयर होना चाहिए, तो आप सोचेंगे मैं कलेक्टर बनूंगा, मैं ये रास्ता रिपेयर करवा दूंगा। ये मेरे बाजू वाले का घर में थोड़ा आपने कुछ झोपड़े जैसा देखा होगा, मैं ये बना दूंगा। लेकिन आप सिलेक्ट होते हैं तो आपको ये तभी करने को मिलेगा जब गवर्नमेंट आपको उसकी ग्रांट देगी, या उसके लिए आपको टाइम और जो पैसा है वो अलोकेट होगा। तो आप सर्विसेज में जाते हैं तो ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको जो चाहे वो आप कर सकते हो, पर्टिकुलरली यू रिक्वायर अप्रूवल, एंड टू गेट अप्रूवल इज द टफेस्ट थिंग। मुझे एक स्कूल की जमीन लेनी थी, मैंने लगभग 5 स्कूल की जमीन, मतलब लैंड एक्विजिशन बोलते हैं वो, उसको मुझे करने का प्रोसेस मिला। उसमें मुझे सीधा मंत्री जी जो थे, मिनिस्टर ऑनरेबल कुबेर डिंगोर थे, ट्राइबल मिनिस्टर, उनके साथ मेरी मीटिंग हुई, और जो गांव के लोग थे वो बोल रहे थे कि हम, तो इट वॉज वेरी शॉकिंग कि मंत्री जी ने वहां ऑन द स्पॉट मेरी स्कूल की जो जमीन थी उन्होंने साइन करके अप्रूवल कर दी, मतलब कलेक्टर को उन्होंने वो करके उन्होंने अप्रूवल कर दी। तो हमारे जो गवर्निंग बॉडीज है, दोज आर वेरी इंटरेस्टेड। हम कई बार हमारे जो गवर्नेंस है या जो भी कलेक्टर, उनका मजाक उड़ाते हैं कि कुछ काम नहीं हो रहा है, लेकिन ट्रस्ट मी फ्रेंड्स, 140 करोड़ लोगों को एक नेशन में जोड़े रखना, एक देश को एज अ सिंगल यूनिटी चलाना, आप अपने घर को 4 लोगों का मेंबर का जो घर है उसको ठीक से चलाने में आपको पसीना आ जाता है। वो 140 करोड़ या गुजरात के 6 करोड़ लोगों को साथ में रख के पूरा एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन चलाना, इट्स अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट जॉब। और अगर आपको ये सर्विस करने का अवसर मिल रहा है तो इट विल बी वेरी लकी और बहुत मजा आएगा। तो ये भी आप 12th के बाद अभी आप कोई बीटेक में जाएंगे, मेडिकल साइंस में जाएंगे, तो मेरा जो ड्रॉबैक था वो मुझे पता चला आफ्टर कंप्लीशन ऑफ माय ग्रेजुएशन, आई गॉट टू नो कि ऐसी भी एक सर्विस है जिसमें हम ये काम कर सकते हैं। तो उसके लिए मुझे थोड़ा आपको ये इंट्रोडक्शन देना था। तो थैंक यू और विशिंग यू ऑल द बेस्ट, और सबको मेरी तरफ से बहुत ही शुभकामनाएं कि आप बहुत ही अपने फील्ड में एक्सेल करेंगे। मैं लास्ट एक श्लोक गीता का जो है अध्याय 2 में है, कर्मणि वाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन, मुझे बहुत पसंद है। आप सबको 12th के बाद आप एग्जाम अभी दे रहे हैं, तो आपको एक ही बात ध्यान रखना है कि मुझे सिर्फ कर्म करना है, मुझे 12th के एग्जाम का सिर्फ प्रिपरेशन करना है। रिजल्ट क्या आएगा, कैसा आएगा, आई डोंट केयर, वो मुझे सब सोचना नहीं है। उसका सबसे बड़ा एग्जाम्पल है तो हमारे जो प्रीवियस कलेक्टर थे, IAS तुषार सुमेरा सर, आपने सुना था, उनके 10th में इंग्लिश, मैथ, साइंस पासिंग मार्क थे। कितने? सिर्फ पासिंग मार्क। आप उनका रिजल्ट भी देख सकते हैं, उन्होंने खुद ने बताया था। तो सिर्फ पासिंग मार्क थे, तो भी वो IAS तक पहुंच गए। तो ऐसा आप फेल होते हैं, पास होते हैं, ऐसा आप कुछ भी ग्रजिस या कुछ भी मन में मत रखिए। आप अपने फील्ड में और जो आपका इंटरेस्ट है उसमें काम करिए और दिल से काम करिए, दिल से काम करिए, तो आपको बहुत ही मजा आएगा और आप फ्यूचर में एक्सेल कर सकेंगे। और मैं प्रकाश सर के साथ एक मैंने जो आपके लिए सबके लिए PDF बनाया है, जिसमें ये सिविल सर्विसेज और उसके रिलेटेड थोड़े मूवीज है, थोड़े इंटरेस्टिंग वीडियोस है, वो अगर आपको इच्छा हो तो वो आप देख सकते हैं। तो मैं सर के साथ शेयर कर दूंगा। थैंक यू। आपको कोई सवाल है? Do you have any questions regarding this exam? कोई क्वेश्चन या कुछ भी है? ठीक है, थैंक्स।
Is an opportunity, so grab it from wherever possible, and this will surely change the perspective of your life. Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable guidance, and I strongly believe that this is going to be a path maker for many here.
Let us call upon the students of class 11 for a mesmerizing dance performance where every move tells a story.
आसमां की छत पे है अपनी दुनिया, खिलखिलाती जिसमें है अपनी खुशियाँ। चांद की चलनी तारे चुनते हैं जादू है ये जहाँ।
मंजिल को चली सवारी, कंधों पे ये जिम्मेदारी। हाथ में फाइल बनने तो मीलों मील चलेंगे हम, मुश्किल से टकराएंगे, किससे मस ना होंगे हम। दुनिया का नारा चले रहो, मंजिल का इशारा चले रहो, दुनिया का नारा चले रहो, मंजिल का इशारा चले रहो।
Out of control, auto को करके गोल, auto को करके गोल, सीटे पर जाके बोल। Life go out of control, auto को करके गोल, auto को करके गोल, सीटे पर जाके बोल। मुर्गी का जो है अंडे का क्या होगा, लाइफ में किया तक खाई होगा, कोई अलाए अपना फ्यूचर क्या होगा।
I request Arsun Gadiwala from 11th Gujarati Medium for vote of thanks.
It's a magnet for miracles. આપણા બધા તરફથી આભાર વ્યક્ત કરવો એ મારા માટે સન્માનની વાત છે. હું આપણા ચીફ ગેસ્ટ અક્ષય ઝારે સર અને ગેસ્ટ ઓફ ઓનર પાર્થ પટેલ સરનો દિલથી આભાર વ્યક્ત કરું છું. આજના આપણા ચીફ ગેસ્ટ અને ગેસ્ટ ઓફ ઓનર બંને એક્સ-એમિટિયન છે, તેનો આપણા બધાને જ ગર્વ છે. અક્ષય ઝારે સરે જે અમને સિવિલ સર્વિસીસ અને પબ્લિક સર્વિસીસ વિશે જે માર્ગદર્શન આપ્યું તે ભવિષ્યમાં અમારા માટે ખૂબ ઉપયોગી નીવડશે. હું પાર્થ પટેલ સરનો આભારી છું કે જેઓ ફોરેન કન્ટ્રીમાં હોવા છતાં પણ આપણી સાથે વર્ચ્યુઅલી જોડાઈને પોતાના કિંમતી સમયમાંથી સમય કાઢી આપણને એમનો એક્સપિરિયન્સ શેર કર્યું અને સલાહ આપી. આ પ્રોગ્રામને સફળ બનાવવા માટે હું મારા શિક્ષકગણ, સાથી મિત્રો, હેલ્પર સ્ટાફ અને આપ સૌનો આભાર વ્યક્ત કરું છું. ચાલો આ મોમેન્ટને યાદગાર બનાવીએ અને એક નવી આશા સાથે આગળ વધીએ. Thank you all once again. Now I request everybody to stand up for Shala Geet.
यह स्कूल हमारी